Hey there everyone, it's Thakard and welcome to a brand new guide video for Survival Fountain of Youth. Today we are talking about the brand new seed bag locations. Now this specific video took me quite a while to make, about 15 hours in total between getting all the footage, waiting for the update, and then getting more of the footage, and then editing it all for you guys. So if you could please drop a sub if you haven't, that would be awesome. And if you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Every single one of these plant seeds has two different bags. Now, the first bag I will talk about will be in the earliest region that you can find it in, and then the second bag will always be in a later region. I will also be going alphabetically through all the plants. So, let's start with agave. The first bag we're going to be talking about today is the agave seeds. Now, this one is located on the windy island, and it's on the path just to the left of the entrance to the mines. If you're looking for the second bag of agave, you are going to have to wait until you are deep within the Silver Island in the Snake region. This one is located in this kind of ruins area covered in sulfur gas, so make sure you bring proper breathing equipment. To find the first bag of bamboo seeds, you are going to have to get yourself a wee bit wet. You're also going to have to sneak past Bruce because he's guarding the Santiago wreck in the bird region. That's where this one's located. It's in the back of the ship, sitting on a bench. I struggled to find this one more than every single bag in the game, and that's the second bag of bamboo. It just sits here so calmly and unobtrusive, just enjoying its day on the windy island, sitting underneath this giant arch. I probably passed this a dozen times before I actually found it. The first bag of chamomile seeds is actually a pretty easy one to miss. It is in the canoe construction area on the Island of Hope in the bird region. Do remember, you're going to be around the jackals here, so be careful. The second bag of chamomile seeds is located on the Iron Island in the Puma region. Now it's located all the way at the back of the island along the paths with the steam vents. Even when you get there, make sure you're careful when you're looking because it's sitting on the edge of one of the pillars along the sides of the path. We will now discuss the most important bag of seeds in the game, and that is the coffee bean. Especially considering that you can get it in the first region on the Island of Hope if you go to the Spaniard camp. Here you will find it by the grave, and I tell you what, as a going away present for this poor guy, that's the best one. The second bag of coffee beans can be found on the wreckage of the Santa Maria inside the Buffalo region. This just proves that even though they don't know how to steer a boat, they did pack wisely. Now let's discuss the brand new corn seeds. These can be found on the craggy island just near the entrance to the boss arena. If you go down the little side passage, you will find a massive landslide that buried 3 poor individuals. Luckily, the seed bag they were carrying wasn't crushed by the rocks. I have heard from several different people how much they've struggled to find the second bag of corn seeds. And that's for good reason, because they are so perfectly hidden in the shadows as to be nearly impossible to see. They're in this hut at the encampment on the Silver Island in the Snake region. The best way to see them is to light a torch. Doing so makes finding these much easier. The next bag of seeds up is the dragon fruit seeds. Now these are located in the Buffalo region on the Red Island. You can find them sitting on this little table shelf thing that's located directly underneath the giant head statue carved into the very peak of the mountain. The second bag of dragon fruit seeds is also way up at the top of the mountain. This time it's hiding behind this little altar thing on the northern side of the foggy island in the Puma region. My coffee joking aside, this bag of seeds is probably the most important in the game early on, and that is the Eucalyptus bag. It is located near the sacrificial altar on the south side of the Island of Hope. Why is this so important? Well, because it's used in a healing potion, which is amazing early on in the game. You can find the second bag of eucalyptus seeds sitting on this square rock here at this little, it's like a Stonehenge thing looking over the swamps of the Crocodile Island. Feijoa is one half of a very important drink called the berry compote. This drink allows you to gain energy. Now, the first bag of Feijoa is located at the Jungle Arch on the Island of Hope. You will not find it directly at the arch, but if you go off to the side through this broken down wall, you will find it sitting on the floor. If you're looking for that second bag of Feijoa, you're going to have to wait until you arrive at the Crocodile Island in the Snake region. You will find it high above the Canyon of Pumas, sitting next to this rope bridge. First bag of the very important flax seeds can be found on the Iron Island in the Puma region. It's at the center of this ruins area just outside of the main entrance to the volcano's iron mines. To find the second bag of flax seeds, you're going to have to go to the Sulphur Island of the Snake region. You will then have to go all the way through it and come down the back staircase where it will be sitting on a landing. The first set of hibiscus seeds is sitting in the middle of Jackal country underneath the Savannah Arch on the Island of Hope. So, be careful. The second set of hibiscus seeds is located just inside the main entrance to the volcano on the Iron Island of the Puma region. If you move immediately to your right, you will enter a small broken down house and you will find them on the floor. Akako fruit is the second half of the berry compote. You can find the very first bag sitting on the broken down dock on the south side of the Red Island in the Buffalo region. Personally, the second bag of Akako, I say skip, because it's on this dais on the Silver Island in the Snake region, and it is covered with frickin' rattlesnakes. When I was there were 5 of the damn things. Next up in our video is the Manioc seeds. Now these will be called Fruit of the Earth in game, and you will find this on the ground floor of the lighthouse that sits just off the coast of the Red Island in the Buffalo region. The second set of Manioc seeds can be found in the Puma region on the Craggy Island. Now it is in a little alcove just by the set of bamboo scaffolding that you have to build to get to the boss arena. Are you constantly running out of small sticks? Well, if so, you need this bag of seeds. It's for the Ocotillo plant. Now this one is located in the cave system just off the observation post on the Island of Hope. The second bag of Ocotillo seeds can be located on the Copper Island in the Buffalo region. It's located sitting in the ruins that are just in the middle of the southern part of the island. Are you ready to use the brand new pepper plants? Well, just like the peppers it grows, this bag is located in a very hot location, specifically the middle of the volcano on the Iron Island. If you're not afraid of combat, you really want to go and find the second bag of pepper seeds. Why? Because it sits in the middle of the swamps on the Sulphur Island. You will find nearby snakes, scorpions, and about a half dozen caimans. Are you a fan of pineapple? Well, if so, you can find the first bag inside of the Lonely Rock in the bird region. It's about halfway up, sitting next to these three busted boxes. The second bag of pineapples kind of wants to hide a little bit. It's sitting on the very back corner of this little temple that's inside of one of the copper areas on the Copper Island. If you're looking for pumpkin seeds to plant or just munch on, you're going to have to go to the Iron Island. You will find a small stone hut not too far from the large tree in the northeast portion of it. If you climb to the very top of the wooden tower inside of the sulfur fields on the Sulphur Island, in the Snake region, you will find a bag of pumpkin seeds sitting along these boxes. The first set of sage seeds can be easily found in the Water Temple. It's sitting to the right of the puzzle itself on this nice little bench. The second bag of sage seeds can be found on the Copper Island in the Buffalo region. It's located right by the mapping tower near the rightmost copper deposit. If you're looking for the tomato seeds, you are going to have to make it to the Foggy Island in the Puma region. Here, if you go all the way to the south, you'll climb up to the top of a cliff and you will find a little stone area with some obelisks and a little platform. That's where your seeds will be. The second set of tomato seeds can be located next to the sliding puzzle, and this is on the sulfur flats of the Sulphur Island of the Snake region. Make sure you bring breathing protection. The first bag of vanilla seeds can be rather hard to find. It's located on the craggy island of the Puma region, hiding just behind this brazier. Now, the second bag of vanilla seeds is located on the Silver Island, kind of at the end of the story area. So I'm not going to say too much, and I'm not going to show you anything around in this area. Just trust me, when you get to that point, you'll see it. The oh so important vine bush can now be planted. Therefore, find the seeds. The first bag of seeds is located next to this poor sap that got a rock dropped on him inside of this little canyon not far from the cartography tree just off the savannah on the Island of Hope. The second set of vinebush seeds is nicely hidden on the windy island of the Buffalo region. You're going to have to clear away some brush so you can easily get back to where they are located. All right, so that is all of the seed bag locations that were released for the Reaping the Harvest update. Now, as I said earlier, this one took a long time to do, so please, if you could, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, do all those things that makes the YouTube algorithm go, hey, I want to show that to someone. If you still have questions about seed bag locations, or if you have some topics you would like me to cover in a future video, please leave those down below in the comments as well. All right, everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit long, but I think it will be well worth it for you. So go out there, grab these brand new seeds, grow yourself a wonderful farm, and remember to bring it no matter what you do.